Hey kids, and welcome to the studio. It's a really gloomy day, but I've been working on a couple of different things. I've been working on a soundtrack thing or music for a short movie. Maybe I shouldn't call it a soundtrack. It's not like I'm Hans Zimmer or anything. No, I'm not. I'm not Hans Zimmer at all. But after that, I started working on some percussion overdubs for a Swedish progressive rock band, and I'd done some overdubs for kind of messy, almost like a relayer type kind of end section of a song, and I'd recorded some overdubs. But the thing is that people don't understand that if you give them files of something. And let's say it's a busy darbuka pattern, something like this. Well, what I mean by that is that you don't necessarily have to have that like going for 12 minutes throughout the whole song, like Darbuka Fest 2012. You don't need to do it like that. So what you can do is that you can help people out, and so what that meant was that I started, what you can do is that you can like record fades. So when you give them the sound file, they get a nice smooth fade. And it plays that. Or you could do it the more interesting way, and that is pulling it through the modular system, which is over there, which you probably know by now. And when you do that, you get these, for one thing, you get these wonderful resonant filter sweeps. And with the lovely invention of stereo, and also the lovely thing about this machine, which is that you can pitch it up and down, means that if you take a fairly simple pattern, let's say played on a darbuka, and they pull it through a filter once, it will open and close like that, right? Cool. Then you pitch the machine up, maybe 8%. That means that the filter will be, when you play it in normal time, the filter will be opening slower, right? But what would happen if you then have both these channels? Oh my god, as they say on the internet. All of a sudden you've got this weird floating pattern that is slightly out of sync. But what if, my friends, what if you record a third one where you change the pitch of the machine at the same time as you're recording, which means that the pattern on the modular synth is constantly changing because you're like messing with time. So you're changing how the tempo. Well, we're not changing the modular, of course. The modular is constant for once, but you're changing what we're sending into it. And this also means that the resonance points on the filter also changes because the pitch of what we're sending in and what we're recording back is changing. Yes, it's terribly, terribly cool. So you start doing that, and then all of a sudden you get this feeling that you've almost got this, I don't know why I got this image in my head, you've got this lake where things are just like coming up out of it and then diving back into it, and it's coming completely random, which works perfectly if you got something that is like, if you just have it randomly, it won't really make any sense. But you need to have something in the middle just going boomka, 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 like marking time. And with this progressive rock band, there's this drummer, which is, he used to be okay in the early 90s, now he's just overplaying and obnoxious. Anyways, well, I just want to show you the next step of this, when this modular treating goes a bit silly, because I think you can imagine the sound of the darbuka is going through the filter. Please note that this probably won't end up on an album or anything. So this is. I started having fun. I started feeling like, ooh, this is interesting. I want to explore this for a while. So I did. I had some fun. But the thing was that then I started looking through the channels. Well, what have I got more? And I had this a personality symbol. With which is really funny. I bought it in San Francisco. It's called Personality Cymbals. I think you should check the company out because it's really, really cool. And this is what it sounds like. I will play it with a drumstick. This is a Manhattan, a Vader Manhattan 7A drumstick that I'm using now to play this. And you can buy this exact cymbal at mycymbal.com. And this is, of course, the funny part. There's the kind of thing where there'll be like a warning note on the internet that my teeth can fall out by doing that. I'm going to tell you a secret. They'll fall out anyway. Well, I mean, hopefully in about 30 years or something. But there you go. So this is the personality symbol. And to be quite honest and frank, this isn't a symbol at all. This is some piece of metal that someone just stamped personality symbols on it and sold it to me for a ridiculous amount of money, which I gladly paid, and I'm still really happy because I haven't found anything like it. Alright? Cool? Ready to go? Okay, so we've got the, here's the drumming of that obnoxious guy. I wanna dance with somebody who loves me. Who you gonna dance? I'm gonna dance. Who's gonna dance? Woo! Yeah, so that's my Whitney medley. And then we've got the personality symbol. Let's hear it recorded, shall we? Oh, there we go. Makes you think, right? All of a sudden, we've got the drum kick. Oh, that was a splash cymbal, a very small, angry one. So what I did was that I took the personality symbol and I pulled it through the modular system. And I pulled it through, instead of using like a nice, smooth LFO, I put it through the sequencer. And I let the sequencer be controlled by one of the super MOTM pay us money and we will send you something good LFOs. And in a sine wave thing, we make it go. And you're supposed to use it for your random bleeps and noises. Yeah. And this is what the personality symbol sounds like. Here we go. Wow. Actually, I thought that my impersonation of the personality symbol through the modular system was kind of like dorky and bad, and that I would be ashamed of it in a couple of years. Well, I was ashamed of it while I was doing it, but this is something completely different, isn't it? So, what if we take 2 takes of the personality symbol through the modular system? Let's add the drum. recognize. It sounds like the personality symbol is so someone's just taking it and doing almost like, you know, the Terminator 2 thing where they just like, and they throw it on the ground and it slightly and then just falls out and it's perfect again. Is that Terminator 2? Maybe it is Robocop. Or it sounds like a cymbal making out with a modem or something. There's something very, very interesting. And it goes, and the best thing's like, in stereo it just goes, and it's completely random and wonderful. And it sort of, it creates this great tension and weirdness about it that makes you go, sure, what was that? How did that happen? Who said that? Who did that? And I love it. I think it's great. Hey. I'm in a good mood. I'm rambling. Yeah. Have a good weekend, everybody. Have you seen the pictures of the studio? Of the new studio?